Hello, and thank you for joining me for Real Estate, Religion, and You. My name is Sylvia Black, licensed real estate broker and owner of affordable homes and apartments. Over the last several years, our nation has made enormous progress in expanding access to capital for previously underserved borrowers. Despite this progress, however, too many families are suffering today because of a growing incidence of abusive practices in a segment of the mortgage lending market. Predatory mortgage lending practices strip borrowers of home equity and threaten families with foreclosure, destabilizing the very communities that are beginning to enjoy the fruits of our nation's economic success. Don't be a victim of loan fraud. Hello, my name is Sylvia Black, licensed real estate broker and owner of affordable homes and apartments in Williamsville. And I want to thank you for joining me today for Real Estate, Religion, and You, which airs every week, Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. to 7 on Time Warner Public Access TV, Channel 20, and also on Saturday from 12:30 to 1 p.m. on Time Warner Public Access TV, Channel 20, Buffalo, New York. You can visit my YouTube address at sblack3001 for free videos. You can hit me up on Facebook, Dr. Sylvia Black. Okay, you can visit my website for more information on this particular book, Help for Homeowners Facing the Loss of Your Home, on AffordableHomesAndApartments.com, which is what I'm going to be talking about today. Thank you for joining me again, and my name is Sylvia Black, and welcome. Now, don't let this happen to you. Tips on being a smart consumer. There are many things that you should be aware of in terms of how to save your home from foreclosure. I list them in my book. If you're at least 4 months or fewer behind in your mortgage, the first few steps that I talk about in here could work for you, possibly. Okay? Now, there are several reasons why a person or homeowner or family goes into foreclosure. One is because of no fault of their own, and another one could be pretty much voluntary. One could be loss of income due to unemployment, separation, divorce, illness, death in the family. Okay, and or could be prioritizing your debts. See, in some cases, and sometimes we as homeowners, we don't prioritize our debts, and we spend more money than we have, and therefore put ourselves in financial bondage. Okay, which is very equivalent to having less money, because when you spend more, you have less. Okay, now in this book I also talk about talking to a housing counseling agency that offers their services free of charge. Okay, also I list home buyer and homeowner education programs in the New York State area, and I include websites that list other agencies, nonprofit agencies outside of the state of New York. These housing counseling agencies offer information free of charge in various counseling areas and can even help you with keeping your home from foreclosure. And I list them here in this book. Help for Homeowners Facing the Loss of Your Home. For more information on this book, you can go to AffordableHomesAndApartments.com. Your full-service licensed real estate brokerage firm. Now, what tactics do predators use? Okay? A lender or investor tells you that they are your only chance of getting a loan or owning a home. You should be able to take your time and shop around and compare prices if you so choose. You shouldn't be forced into making a decision just because somebody else has a good deal for you. Now, it may sound real good to them, and it may be perfectly legitimate, but you still have a right to go home and think it over and not be forced into making a decision that you don't want to make, and not before you and your family are ready to do so. For your information, it takes approximately 12 months for a foreclosure proceeding to finish. From the beginning to the end, it usually takes 12 months before you can be finally evicted or before a sale date can be set. There's procedures that have to be followed. It's basically to protect you as a homeowner and to protect their investment. Now, banks are not in the business of property management. They buy and sell homes, or they finance homes. They don't want to manage property. Okay, they'd much rather have their money than to have the house. They deal in money. They don't deal in real estate. We as real estate brokerage, we deal in real estate. Licensed real estate brokerage firms. That's all we do. That's what we do. Real estate. Okay, now some of the other tactics that predators use are the house you are buying costs a lot more than other homes in the neighborhood, but the house isn't any bigger. Okay, just in case you decide that you want to start looking for a home soon, or that you may need to start finding you another home. Okay, that's this information that I talk about in this book here, in terms of what to look for at predator lending, showing you houses. They could be, that are not suitable or that are overpriced, or there's something wrong with it. Maybe they have violations. Maybe the house is sinking. Okay, now what happens if I miss my mortgage payment? Foreclosure occurs. This is a legal means that your lender can use to repossess, take over your property. When this happens, you must move out of your home when the foreclosure proceeding is finally over. And that's only after the sale takes place and after a judge can order it so. And it can be requested by the property manager, but it cannot be commenced. In other words, they can't say, okay, put him out, until the judge has a piece of paper that's signed. Okay, after the court sale, it has to be a legal transfer of information. And let's say the new homeowner does buy the house. Okay, they're going to have to legally evict you in order to move you out. They can't just say, kick you out literally and say, get out. Or change the lock. That's illegal. When they change the lock, that's an illegal lockout. And you can sue them for that. Okay? Help for homeowners facing the loss of your home. AffordableHomesAndApartments.com. Alrighty. Now, how should you avoid foreclosure? I am so glad that you asked. Well, there are several ways that you can avoid foreclosure. The first is being very, very careful and also very detailed about every penny that you spend. Now, I know it's not always easy to be as detailed as that. But I would suggest that when you go to the store and you buy something and they give you a receipt, what I can't stand is don't give me my receipt and my money in the same hand. Give me my money first, then give me my receipt. But they always put the receipt in there with the money. So what I do is I take the receipts and I throw them in a basket. I label it that month, and I try to go through them by the end of the month. That helps me give me a little bit of idea how much money I spend. Also, if you spend all your money, if you buy mostly with a card, a credit card, or a debit card, just get the statement. And that will pretty much help tell you how much money you spend. Your bank statement will give you an idea how much money you spend. Okay, by how much of your paycheck is still left in your bank, in your account, before your next pay period comes around. Okay, now I know the hard economic times, it's not very easy to pay all of our bills, especially with gas prices surging. Gas heat in your home, that's surging. It's going up at an all-time high. Electricity is not as cheap. What I can't stand is when they charge you a surcharge or a miscellaneous fee. Or when they're going to estimate my bill, when they can just bring themselves out and just give me an accurate reading so I can pay what I use. And so many things with the cost of living going up, and income doesn't seem to be going up. And it's a struggle just to hold on to your job. I understand. That's why I wrote the book. That's why I became a licensed real estate broker in the first place, so that I would know what the law has to say about real estate, and that I won't be a victim of the very things that I'm telling you. I know my rights. I know how to protect myself because I know what the law has to say about my rights as a homeowner facing foreclosure. Facing foreclosure, you need to know your rights. You need to be an educated consumer. Okay, you have several alternatives available to you. Okay, there's just not one way out. Okay, in my book I also talk about what precautions you should take, what main points you should remember, what you should be aware of, and how do you qualify for these alternatives that are available. Okay, all this in Help for Homeowner Facing the Loss of Your Home on AffordableHomesAndApartments.com. Okay, there are loan programs available for unemployed homeowners, which I list in my book, Help for Homeowners Facing the Loss of Your Home. Okay, there are loan programs available for you as an individual, a low-income individual and family. There's assistance for unemployed homeowners. Okay, but again, you may have to be credit worthy. And if you are not credit worthy, that's where affordable homes comes in at. Then we would list your house on the market and sell it for as much money as we can get. And hopefully you'll be able to realize some of the profit. Okay, for example, let's say that you owe $40,000 on the house. We get you a mortgage for, the house is worth $140,000. So we'll try to sell it for, let's say, maybe $90,000, leaving a little equity in there for the buyer and also putting some money in your cash, in your pocket. Okay, so that you only owe $40,000, you sell it for $90,000, that's $50,000. Extra cash right there that's available. Okay, now hopefully if the new owner buys, gets a mortgage, they have to pay the fee. Out of their, most of the fees come from them. But that's close to $50,000 right there that you'll have to walk with. Not a bad investment, not a bad return on your investment, huh? Well, affordable homes can help you do that. If your house is worth $140,000, we can even go to $99,000, or maybe try $115,000, $105,000, something like that. Close to, but not too close, but far enough away that it appears to be a bargain, which it is. Because even $20,000 profit sometimes is a good deal too. I mean, here you get $50,000, they get $20,000. That's like a partnership. You say, I'm gonna sell you the house and I'm gonna sell it to you at a profit, but I need to sell now. So you sell it and you make the money, give him some money, real estate broker's happy, mortgage guy's happy, everybody's happy. Everybody walks away with some cash or with what they wanted. Okay, some of the loan modification scams that I'll try to go over with you today. If I don't, you can always find the rest of them in my book, Helpful Homeowners Facing the Loss of Your Home. Now, I'll also be talking about mortgages as we continue and proceed with talking about foreclosure. Because I do believe that if it's important for you to understand the vehicle in which you have purchased the home that you live in and the mortgage that finances your home. You need to be as educated as you possibly can on these different things. And we here at Affordable Homes are going to try our best to educate you as much as you want to be. Okay, if you don't want any knowledge, we're not going to force it down your throat. But if you want to learn something, and you want to get something under your belt, and you say, hey, I want to know a little bit more about that, then we're going to say, all right, we're going to teach you. Is this what you need to know? And we're going to help you every step of the way, the entire process. We will be right there. All right, now loan modification scam. Common loan modification scams. Okay, there are phony counseling and foreclosure rescue scams. The scam artist poses as a counselor and tells you that he can negotiate a deal with your lender to modify your loan or save your house if you pay him a fee first. The fee may be called a processing fee or administrative fee. He may even tell you not to contact your lender, lawyer, or housing counselor, that he'll handle all the details. He may even insist that you make all mortgage payments directly to him while he negotiates with the lender. Once you pay the fee or a few mortgage payments, the scammer disappears with your money. Fake government modification program. Okay. Some scammers may claim to be affiliated with or approved by the government, or they may ask you to pay high upfront fees to qualify for government mortgage modification program that they don't have anyway. The scammer's company name and website may sound like a real government agency, but the website may end with a .com or .net instead of .gov, like government agency websites do. You may also see terms like federal, HAMP, MHA, or HARP, or other words related to official U.S. government programs in the website. Contact your lender first, or Affordable Homes, at 716-715-2975. Okay, we'll be able to tell you if you qualify for any program. A mortgage company will be able to tell you if you qualify for any programs. Okay, and you do not have to usually pay any upfront fees. Okay, there's also one called forensic loan audit. The scammer, who may be called a forensic or mortgage loan auditor, offers to review your mortgage loan documents to determine whether your lender compiled the state and federal mortgage lending laws. The scammer will usually require that you pay a fee to start the process. The scammer may say you can use the audit report to avoid foreclosure, accelerate the loan modification process, reduce your loan principal, or even cancel your loan. There is no proof that a forensic loan audit can save your home from foreclosure. Although it's conducted by a licensed, legitimate, and trained auditor, mortgage professional, or lawyer, like AffordableHomesAndApartments.com. Okay, even if you sue your lender and win, lenders are not required to modify your loan to make it more affordable. If you cancel your loan, you will have to return the borrowed money, which may result in you definitely losing your home. There's something also called a mass joinder lawsuit. The scam artist poses as a lawyer, a law firm, or a marketing partner. Will promise that he can force your lender to modify your loan. They will tell you that by joining other homeowners in a mass joinder lawsuit against a particular lender, you will be able to stop a foreclosure, reduce your loan balance or interest rate, receive monetary damages, or even receive title to your house free and clear. Mass joinder lawsuits can be used legitimately. These lawyers are usually paid after the lawsuit is over, on a contingency basis. Okay? However, mass joinder lawsuit scammers will try to sell you participation in a lawsuit against your mortgage lender, claiming that you cannot participate in the lawsuit until you pay some kind of upfront fee.